One club champ. This is the year 2028 and we are Aylesbury United. We've climbed up through the leagues and we are now in the Championship. The second season in the Championship. 38 games through the season. We're sat 4th in the table. 20 wins, 10 draws, 8 losses, goal difference of 34. And we're on 70 points. And if we have a look at the league table in a little more detail, you'll see that we have, over the course of the season, had a bit of a rocky start and found our way pretty much from week 14. We found ourselves in the top 3 all the way through, despite having what I would say is a rocky second half of the season. Let's go back to the start. Obviously, forget the friendlies for a bit here. We had a really good start through August, September, October, and November, and even December. And then round about mid-December, this is when it all started to go wrong. That 3-3 draw with Leeds then was followed up by a 2-2 draw at home to Bournemouth, which isn't a bad result because Bournemouth at the time were doing okay, but they have since descended towards the relegation zone. Then followed up on a Tuesday night away defeat to Swansea. What an awful time that must have been for the Aylesbury faithful. January, again, only one league win in January, and it took a replay against Exeter in the FA Cup third round to beat them. Just a lot of draws, a lot of losses. And through February, I mean, look, the one positive right here is that we've been unbeaten since the 26th of January, and we now find ourselves on the 19th of March. So we've had a lot of draws and a couple of wins, and we still find ourselves floating around with basically 2, 4, 6, 8 games left. Now, in those 8 games left, this is probably one of the most important because Leicester are 3rd, Sheffield Wednesday are 13th, Oxford 21st, Hull 12th, Barnsley 23rd, Cardiff 19th, Leeds 9th, and Brentford 22nd. So Leicester is the one that will really have an impact in terms of a 6-pointer. Now let's look at the profile. As I say, we're in the playoffs position. We're on 70 points. A win against Leicester would put us above them and take us into second place, automatic promotion position. And Bournemouth have played 40 games. So we've got 2 games in hand on them. Southampton, I think, are going to win the league. They're cruising. The thing with Southampton was, in their transfers, they're a championship squad. And over the Christmas period, look at this January period right here. This January period, they bought Cody for 12.75 million. They spent 33.5 million going up to 43 million on Noah Okafor. Have a little look there, not bad. And then Jack Clark, who is the young lad who is at Spurs, back on loan at Leeds. But again, 48 million. They've spent 114 million as a championship club. So yeah, they should be sat top of the league. Compared to our transfer status, if we want to have a little chuckle about kind of where we are at, our transfer history, we have spent, up to this point, 0. We have spent no money from the entire time that we've been in the Bet Victor Conference South, or wherever it was. Quick update as well on Armand Beya. All right. We said that this guy wasn't going to be that great, but he's doing really well on loan at Wingate and Finchley. And if you have a little look, Brentford are interested in him. And so yeah, so just a little update on Beya. Let's go to our tactics. As you know, we've got Leicester next, and that's the game that is going to be on our game for this update. Still playing 4-4-2. Potler is our top goal scorer, as you can tell. Now, we managed to keep hold of Potler over the January transfer window. He was courted by Watford. We offered him a big contract, and he stayed. Yeah, he scored 17 goals. Pardo 4 goals from 16 games. Our Riyad Mahrez-esque type winger, we've retrained him to be left midfield, and so his stats are starting to come up. He can hit a free kick really well, but he's a young lad from Iran, so he's inconsistent, I would say. And then Maluleki is doing really well as a 20-year-old South African in our midfield. He's also played centre-back as well, but he's done very well for us. He's statting up nicely, and he's got an average of 7. And then who else? Our most expensive player, Nkunku, has been a massive disappointment. 2 goals from 25 starts, 6.75 as an average rating, and I mean that's not good enough from a player that is one of our best players and valued at 13 million. So I will definitely be looking to sell him at the end of the season. Joe Bryan is doing great stuff at left back, 8 assists, that 14 crossings, so that works really well. And his passing, he has a great ability of just popping the ball over the back for Potler and Sacco. Matheson, not great, 6.75. Let's have a look at the two. Tanganga's having a good season, 7.19, and we've just offered him a better contract, so he'll be around for another year. Malero is doing well too, as a young Spanish player in our team, so he's good. In this particular game, we do not have Sacco, where he's injured. Where is he? Let's scroll down. There he is. He's our top goal scorer on 19 league goals. He's having a great season, valued at 10.25 million and 7.46. And so we will miss him. But this is pretty much going to be our setup. Tom Deli Basharu is having a good season, and but in order to play Maluleki and May, he stays on the bench. So let's get towards this game. Let's have a look at what Leicester are going to do for this game, which I think they're going to be clear favourites. Yep, they're favourites there. We've both got decent form. The only other time we've played Leicester, they've beaten us, and they are sat 3rd. So this is a really big game for us. And I think this is what we're going to go with. We could decide to play Lukaku as a left winger, but because we're at home, I think we'll play with our Harthy, Potler and Pardo up front, and that's going to be our team. We've got Juan Carlos, who's actually doing okay. He's gone up to 4.7 million, and he's had a few starts, 7 starts, 13 off the bench. Not quite ready to be a fully fledged starter on our team. So here we go. Alright, so with Leicester, they have got a great team. Not only have they got Mason Mount playing in the number 10 role, they've also got Billy Gilmore sitting in centre midfield, John Stones playing at centre back, and Karama playing over here, and Butnick is their main top goal scorer. Let's have a little look at Butnick. Here he is, only 46 million and 72k a week he's being paid. Look at that, dribbling 16, finishing 17, first touch 16. Small though, 5'8", so Tanganga and Ross Black should do well with him. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Raise the game to their level. We have faith, as always, we have faith that they can go out there and make a difference. There's as they walk out, little team huddle. Now, you will notice that I've departed from the 2D graphics. Well, we had a bit of a home improvement update. Oh, I'm cut. Oh, we should have scored with the rebound there. We managed to pick ourselves up a very nice monitor. So we're treating ourselves to a 3D highlight. I feel kind of uneasy on the 3D highlights, but we'll see how we go. And there you go. That is 1-0. Al Harfi with the cutback to Pardo gets his 5th goal of the season, and we are 1-0 up at home to Leicester. Yeah, I'm going with the sideline camera for the highlights. It looks great on the big screen, so that's what we'll do on the highlights. 1-0 up after 10 minutes, but Leicester start with the first highlight. Potler's broken through and makes it 2-0. Lucas Potler with the 18th goal of the season. Leicester are 2-0 down after 10 minutes. That is a goal straight from the kickoff. What a finish by Potler there. Well, I didn't expect this as a start. 2-0 up after 10 minutes. And we have really kicked into gear. Considering the players that Leicester City have, they should not be losing to Aylesbury. And, well, they've just got fired up. So let's see what Mason Mount and Billy Gilmore can get together. Oh, they got Mayoral on the bench. Mayoral, wow, what a player. Yeah, only 30 million basically. What a striker. All right, highlight to Leicester City. That's a big tackle by Matheson there on Mount. Chasing him down. It's a big ball into the box and held by Maluro. Now what is Maluro going to do here? We've instructed him to play out to the fullbacks, so there we go. Match engine follows what the instructions are. Oh, Potler's in. And it's 3. Pardo won the aerial battle. Knocked it down to Potler, and Potler goes and emphatically makes it 3-0 after 25 minutes. Great play by Aylesbury here. Ross Black with the ball up to the top. Pardo with the knockdown. Potler breaks through and slots it in the corner. And that was his 19th goal of the season. Wow. Leicester have shaded the possession, and that's okay. Alright, look at Leicester playing out from the back from their goal kick. Billy Gilmore striding forward in midfield, and we step through. Luke May. Ball into Potler, takes it on his chest. Breaking through. Oh, he forced the keeper into a great save. Potler is on a hat-trick. Oh, John Stones scored from his own rebound, pretty much. Billy Gilmore swings it in. Stones heads it against his own player, and it falls kindly back to him, and he rifles it in, and it's 3-1 after 30 minutes. Only after we could have even gone 4-0 up before that goal came off the corner. Free kick, Billy Gilmore. Oof, he puts it just past the post. It's clear that Leicester City have got the players to come back into this game. I never feel really safe considering how attacking we play. We've got goals in our team, but at the back, I gotta say, we are a little bit dodgy. We have attacking fullbacks, both Joe Bryan and Matheson, both bomb on. and do overlaps past our wide players, El Harfi and Nkunku. And as you can see, Nkunku is at 6.7. Not good enough. Right, we're at half time. It's 3-0. We'll tell the boys they've done really well. We'll go into the tactics, opposition. Let's just see what they're going to do. They have taken off Butnick and they have put on Mayoral, which was fully expected. And yeah, I mean, the only thing that I'm maybe a little concerned about is this Malaleki 6.6 in centre midfield. Might have to switch Luke May as the DLP and put in Tom Deli Basharu, but we'll give him an extra 30 minutes. He is a good player. He's our key player as well, Maloleki, but you know, maybe this particular game for a 20-year-old is a bit too much for him. Next goal is really important in this game. If Leicester get it and go to 3-2, we could be facing a spirited comeback. Long throw, Al Harfi on the edge, out to Pardo, and Pardo makes it 4-1 to the Ducks, and he gives it the little Robbie Keane cartwheel to celebrate. It's all about percentages with the Ducks. Long ball, Al Harfi on the edge, threatening to shoot, picks the right pass, and Pardo just looks like he toe punts it into the bottom corner. 4-1 to the Ducks. Free kick to Billy Gilmore. And it's now 4-2. We have been done by 2 set pieces, both from Billy Gilmore's crosses into the box. We have to do better here. And they pull it back within 2 goals again. They brought on Carrasco. Yeah, 10 million attacking Argentinian. Oh, that's a good overlap. Oh, and it's 4. Oh no, it's disallowed. It's 4-3. So I think we're getting some warning signs here that Leicester City are definitely playing positive, and it's 4-2. So I'm going to switch up to our second tactic that we have. Our second tactic that we have is a 5-3-2, and we're going to play Maloleki in as the central defender here and put him on a ball playing and stopper role. It does mean that Al Harfi's playing so well, but you know what? Needs must. So we're going to play in here. Al Harfi is going to come off for Tom Deli. Nkunku is not going to stay on a Mazzala. He is going to play box to box and a supporting role. And we'll have Tom Deli as the attack. Okay. Let's go with that. I think just having three centre defenders in the last 30 minutes with 4-2 up, and it just maybe will help us be a little more solid at the back. Pardo breaks away, drops it back to Joe Bryan. Joe Bryan lost it into the box, and Potler has to do better with that chance. Again, it's still a little bit dicey. We've been, as you know, if you've been following this career, we've been done in the last minutes of games many times. I think we're going to make a little... Oh, no, not on a highlight. Here we go. Oh... 4-3, Jan Karama. Carrasco dropped it back, and what a ball that is. Okay, let's pause. Joe Bryan lost his man there and he's having a bad game. So Joe Bryan's going to come off and we're going to put on down here Jordan Lukaku. And we're just going to change both of them to be supporting wingbacks. Actually, you know what? Defending wingbacks. And in possession, we are not going to have overlapping runs, but we will still play out of the defense. Confirm the changes, get back into the game. 4-3. Oh, and it's another highlight to Leicester City. Oh no. And that is 4-4. They have capped an incredible comeback. I mean, we've got 4 defenders in there. That's ridiculous. All right, here we go. 4-4. After being 4-1 up, and yeah, we're probably about to blow this, aren't we? I think we've got 15 minutes to go, and I think we probably switch back to our 4-4-2 tactic. And let's get Malaleki off, and let's bring on. I think we bring on. Yeah, we'll bring on Bonetti. Here we go. Let's see if we can win this game 5-4 or we lose this game 5-4. Give them a bit of a shout as well. Demand more. See if we can get some focused body language. What an absolute classic in the Championship this is. Certainly not boring football from the Ducks. Can we get one more highlight before the end of the game? 85th minute. We've had 20 chances. They've had 18, but they've had a bit more possession than us. What a shame that we kind of threw this one away here. 5 minutes of added on time. What kind of surprises are we going to have in the last 5 minutes? Might not be. It's probably going to be a 4-4 draw here. Wow. Well, there you go. After being 4-1 up, Leicester come back to have an outstanding 4-4 tie. Lucas Potler, man of the match, with a 9 rating and a brace. Pardo also gets a brace. But the back four and the goalkeeper have got, well, they've got some questions to be answered. Some milestones. Japhet Tanganga just made his 225th career appearance. And Jordan Lukaku the same. And there we go. All right. Next update will probably be at the end of the season, where we see if we can get this Ducks team either to finish in the playoffs or even potentially in the automatic positions.